Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Welcome to 4funzees. I'm Johnny,
I'm Mech.
and we play games.
4funzees.
Yes, so today we're going to continue our Sonic Adventure 2. We're playing, and we're going to be running with Knuckles now. We're doing the hero side, and we haven't played this game in, I want to say, over 10 years.
Well, I haven't played it ever. So.
He's never played it. We played a couple of levels from Generations, but to be brutally honest with you, this is all new to me.
Really?
Kind of. I know Knuckles has a lot of rap. Remember he had a spooky pumpkin level or something. But he can drill and dive under. Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right. So what I do know about this is that you have to find the Chaos Emeralds, and there's like a ice thing above. Not ice thing, but like a. It's like a hot, Basically, what's the game? It's like playing hot. You're basically playing hot and cold.
Gotcha.
Okay, so can I push these? Yeah, so this is gonna take a while. Anyway, so we were saying about
Knuckles
alignments.
levels are not quick levels.
What was that?
The Knuckles levels are not quick levels.
I know.
What does TV monitors do, dude? I think they had to do something for you. Maybe she'll tell us.
Yeah, I know that.
Catch the wind.
Right,
See what happens.
Okay, how do I dig in this? Okay, catch the wind and see what happens.
Okay, let me try. Let me play as Knuckles.
Oh, a second.
There you go.
Oh, I'm getting close. Alright, so... Hold on a second. You said you want to play it?
Yeah, I'll run as
Okay,
Knuckles.
cool. Alright, so... Talk about alignment systems, right?
Right.
So what would you say? Let's go through some examples. So what would you say? What I thought we could do is set the alignments for different websites. So what would you say the alignment of Wikipedia is?
Wikipedia, I would have to definitely say law or neutral, and order for sure.
Order is law.
Okay.
Yeah, law is just, when I say order, I meant like example is like control. Things
Gotcha.
are controlled.
Okay.
Okay, so I mean that's as far as like law chaos goes, but I mean like what about morality wise?
Good.
Good.
I would generally classify them as good.
Okay. Because they're free, or
Because they don't seem to have an agenda that's even borderline malicious or misleading.
yeah.
It's
As far as we know, at
it's the
least.
contributors that this camera's wonky, bro.
Yeah. Try
How do I just? All right, yeah.
yeah. If you press L2, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
the L's rotated.
The L's, yeah.
Wow.
I guess if I were to, I would say Wikipedia is more. I would say law neutral.
Law neutral.
Yeah, because they try to be. Their goal is to be like, because they're user controlled mostly, but they have like the users edit the programs, or they edit the articles, but they have someone to go through and check them all. So I would describe them. The only issue I have with them is there are some points when there's very clear bias in the article.
Okay.
But depending on what the article, what the article is, they lock it down.
Okay.
So, like, if you go to say the GamerGate one, for example, you'll see it as like it'll be said, GamerGate is a hate campaign, directed, a sexist hate campaign directed towards women, blah blah blah, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Like, well, yeah, that's how it was to one side, but to the people who originally started it, it was to call out, corruption in the gaming journalism.
Right.
So it's kind of a one-sided article, but they locked it down because there are going to be people on both sides that are just going to try to sabotage the article.
Gotcha. So that makes them neutral then.
Yes.
Okay.
They're lawful neutral.
Right.
Yeah. Because it's not like they have a bad reason to do these things. block down these articles, but it may lead to some form of misinformation.
Gotcha.
And it's not like Wikipedia is absolutely an unreliable source, but it needs some work.
They try their hardest.
Yeah. Okay. Name another article.
Alright.
Website.
Let's go BuzzFeed.
BuzzFeed.
Yep.
Lawful evil.
Lawful evil. Okay.
Yes, lawful because they're very methodic in how they do things, but they're clearly evil. I mean, it's not. Yeah, they clearly have an agenda to push.
Clearly.
And if you watch any of the videos, they're clearly like anti-white people. They're very progressive.
Oh, okay.
So, allegedly, progressive, so to speak.
Is this your opinion or just what you've seen?
Okay, this is my opinion. Yeah, this is me making my argument.
Gotcha.
Okay, what about you?
I tend to agree, if not for the same reasons, just because it makes sense. I don't feel them to be particularly chaotic or bad in that sense. But I don't particularly care for their content either.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So let's try IGN.
IGN. I'm gonna say neutral.
Neutral. Okay.
Yes. Just pure neutral.
I'm gonna say chaotic and good.
Chaotic good?
Yep.
Okay.
I say chaotic because they encourage a wide variety of opinions and put a lot of value on each one of them, whether they make sense or not. And they're more than happy to publish those opinions. Not necessarily in an evil way, but in a more of a let's go be heard type of way.
Okay.
So I think for that, that's more of a chaotic approach.
Okay. Well, the reason why I would say neutral is because, as far as like the specific game reviews, they give just the bare bones of what their reviews are. The bare bones of what the game is about. There's no opinion in it whatsoever. It's just the ground. Occasionally, they will have an opinion. Like I know when Skyward Sword came out, one of the guys that did the guy from IGN that did the review of Skyward Sword was very like praiseworthy of the game. He praised the game greatly. Right. Which I don't think it deserves the level of praise, but that's just me. Let's be clear. I don't hate Skyward Sword. I actually really enjoy the game.
Okay.
It's just not a 10 out of 10.
No?
Yeah.
What's a 10 out of 10 game?
I don't know, whatever IGN says.
No, I'm talking about in your opinion. If you don't agree with their 10 out of 10.
I don't think there can truly be a 10 out of 10. I don't believe in scored reviews. Or I should say, I prefer not to use scored reviews because I don't think you can really quantify whether or not you like something or not.
Okay.
Yeah, the most you can do is list the pros and cons and go from there.
Really?
See how...
So how would you consume mass reviews at a glance, if not a score? A grade, maybe?
Scores are okay if I just want like a basic... I should say...
That's why I hate Knuckles levels, man. I have no idea where to go next.
I would describe scores as okay if they... I don't know what I'm trying to say.
You would describe scores as...
They're useful if you want to know if something is worth the time to look at.
Okay.
But even so, there are shows that are games and shows that are usually absolutely hated by reviewers and critics.
Right.
That it's not only do fans, you have a select group of people that will absolutely love it. I think a good example, like you have Sonic 06, which most people would say is a absolutely terrible game. And critics and fans of the series alike.
Gotcha.
But there are people who exist that actually do like the game.
Okay.
They're weirdos, but they they exist. So you can't always go, even when the scores really just only give a relative idea of what you could pick, but I don't think it's the most efficient way to determine whether or not something's worth watching.
So your thing is list pros and cons, is go from there.
Pretty much, like make your assumptions from those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's why I, that's why I watch, as far as, like, deciding what anime to watch next, I'll go to Arcada over someone who's more...
But you've built your own list of trusted sources, though.
Yeah.
That's a little different. So, to you, their reviews aren't particularly biased or unfair.
I wouldn't say that. They're clearly biased, but I'm not... I don't have a problem with there being bias. My problem is with there being, actually, like, no, my problem isn't with there being bias at all. It's... the only frustration I get is when people treat their opinions like objective opinion. Their opinion is the objective opinion.
Gotcha.
I don't like that. It's a certain level of arrogance, but I can't control reviewers. Yeah, there's even people I really like that they think a little too highly of themselves.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. Let's keep going until we finish this level. I mean, we're at 11 minutes, but...
I'm trying to finish this level. I'm having a really hard time either activating these clues, or... Yeah, I go to activate a clue. It says look. So I look, but it's also ghosted out.
Anyway,
obviously I'm close.
Yeah. So that's why I say... Anyway, that's why I say neutral.
Okay.
Oh, well, neutral as far as, like, law versus chaos goes. Mm-hmm. As far as the neutral thing goes,
right.
As far as, like, good and evil goes, when the whole Gamergate thing happened, they were one of the only people that changed their, that actually set a new standard for their ethics.
Really?
You know, their journalistic ethics thing.
Oh, okay.
Which...
Kudos to them, man.
Which, like, Kotaku and Polygon were not willing to admit that. We're not willing to do that, at least for when it first happened.
Uh-huh.
Now they do, but...
Did you brand them as evil for that?
Not necessarily is evil, but it helps shift it to it. There are different degrees of the evil on the spectrum, but enough to refer to them as neutral. Or to refer to the Kotaku or Polygon as evil.
I got you. Dude.
But let's get to them later.
Having the literal hardest time finding this thing, man.
Try going down to the floor.
Ah, it gets cold down there. See? It's already cold.
Okay.
So it's...
Okay. So, I would say...
to follow these arrows?
Try to
go up.
I think that's just giving you some... I don't think the arrows make a difference. Isn't it random every time?
No.
That's what it isn't. That's what it's like in Sonic, in the first Sonic Adventure.
Oh. You get to do this in the first Sonic Adventure?
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Except you could get them in any order. But if you died, you'd have to start over. So, and they're all randomly placed.
See, look, it's getting hotter. I feel like it should... Oh, no. Definitely not back here. Can I see the camera?
Get to the other side of that thing?
Alright, so next time on 4funzees, we find this emerald.
Yes, okay.
And life goes on.
Yeah.